Hello Amazon shoppers. I'm taking a look at a sort of an interesting sort of toy, gadget, tool, I don't know. I'm not sure what capacity someone would need something like this, but it's kind of neat to have, I guess. It's definitely something that was kind of just neat to play with. So it comes in a very easy to open plastic case, and this is the actual USB thumb drive itself. It's silver on one side, it has on and off, and the 8 gig sticker has a little lanyard type connection, and the cap stays very well connected to the actual unit, so it's not going to fall off or be lost. It has a brushed aluminum finish. Let's say it's blue, with the cap is blue, the entire unit is blue on one side and silver on the other, and it has a little red LED indicator when you are recording and when it is plugged into the actual system and being utilized as a thumb drive. It comes with very easy to read instructions in both Chinese and in English, and it does have a expected usage of about 15 hours after one charge. 4 gigs can store more than 48 hours, and when you start recording you're going to need a few seconds for it to actually kick in, and if you start too early on attempting to speak, if you're actually making like a notation of some sort, you are going to cut off the beginning, and if you don't allow it to complete at the end when you get ready to turn it off, if you don't give it a little pause, you may cut off the end. So you got to give it a few seconds. It says to give it 5 seconds to start, and after you finish it needs 5 more seconds for the firmware to do its thing. So just keep that in mind. If you look over the text portion, you'll see a lot more information. I did a benchmark on the actual speed of the drive, speak about the capacity, some of the functionality as far as the time setting program contained on this, how the files are labeled in the folders that they're set up in, the folder structure, the file system, the benchmark of the drive. I mean, just a lot more stuff in the actual text portion of the review, but it's just a cool little drive. 7.42 gigabytes formatted capacity, if I recall. So yeah, please do read the text portion and look at the video all the way to the end so you can see the benchmark image, and so that you can see, or not see, but hear the recording. And you might want to turn your speakers down a little bit because this microphone is crazy sensitive and it was quite loud. If you happen to be holding this and moving it even a little bit, you're going to get a very loud rustling sound because the mic will pick it all up. So probably best to hold it absolutely still and don't let your fingers move at all on the unit, or have it sitting on a table during recordings, because it really picks up well. Even at a foot away, it sounded like I was yelling into the microphone, speaking in a normal voice, pretty much like what I'm speaking now. Usually on my videos I do a little bit of I normalize the audio, and I also bump the audio up, but in this particular instance I won't be doing that because I want you to be able to hear the distinction between the different recordings and the sound and the variances and all, so you can better get an idea of the actual sensitivity of the microphone. Okay, so that's all I needed to say in the video portion, and I'll let the text cover the rest of it. It's a lot more detailed with this particular unit. I just found it better to present most of the review via the text rather than the video, but I wanted to make that known and give you a little bit better look at the actual unit and just speak about some of the functionality. Okay? Thanks for watching. Static or noise picked up by touching and moving the device itself, and that's basically what I'm doing, just testing the unit out. Okay? Thanks.